Look at this damage. Adam back 700 one act play. Oh, you better believe it. Acheron's broken now. Hello internet, and oh boy, we have the face of the villain here. Now today we'll be having an early access showcase of Jiaoqiu. As usual, massive thanks to the official Star team for giving this opportunity, and the usual disclaimer as well, everything you see here are subject to change. Now that the yup is out the way, it's time for the wall of ticks. These are everything that his kit does. If you need a theory craft, you need to take a picture, this is the time to do so. And yeah, here we have the technique. In terms of his Lightcone, here are all the texts as well. I will say TLDR, it's good, but you don't really need this. And here are the traces, it's the same thing I just showed, but you know what? Just in case you need it again, here are all of the text. And finally, we have Eidolons. Here's where I will focus on E1. 40% increased damage, boom, done. That's it. Just with that makes it so much worth it. And in my honest opinion, I think you would much rather just go for E1 than the Lightcone. Consider you can just always use the tutorial mission strong Lightcone. And here we have the relics. To build a Jiaoqiu, it is extremely easy. These are all the sets and the stats, and it's basically built like a proper debuffer. That's it. And with all that combined, you get a stat line like these. You'll realize it's decent high speed, and there's 166 effect hit rate. That's quite high. Allow me to explain. You need to build Jiaoqiu with at least 140 F hit rate to hit this bonus ability, to maximize it, right? This is similar to Black Swan, where you gain stats based on the effect hit rate you have. In this case, I need 140 to get a max of 240% attack. That is a lot, actually. Jesus. So enough staring at this anime plot twist face. We're gonna show you how he plays in what I think is the strongest team in the game. This. Yes, it's this. Is it because there's a 4-star Pella? No, but it is because there's a 6-star Acheron. Jiaoqiu is known to be the best Acheron partner, which is what I'm about to show right now, but I will show like how he can be used without being with Acheron though. He is still good that way. But the first thing to take note of is the technique. All it really does is it lands Ashen Rose on the enemy. That's it for the first turn. Coming into the fight, this is what you'll see. This icon stands for Ashen Rose. You get a 15% increased damage for every stack of Ashen Rose. You can get up to 5 of these, and they double as a fire dot too with the fire damage. So yes, Jiaoqiu is a fire dot Pella. I won't be explaining too much for now, but I will have to slow down the gameplay sooner. Let's just start by doing this. We have 7 stacks total on Acheron that way, and here we're the turn with Jiaoqiu. The first thing you want to take note of is the skill. The best thing is you land 1 stack of Ashen Rose on one target. The target that you point towards, that's the guy. You also hit adjacent enemies. That doesn't really do too much, but when you take a look at his talent though, if Jiaoqiu uses a basic skill or ult, basically everything that he can, he has a 100% chance to inflict 1 stack of Ashen Rose. That means combining this talent with the skill that inflicts 1 already, you get 2 inflictions, 2 total Ashen Rose. So if we slow this down, take a look at Acheron's stacks and take a look at the Ashen Rose stacks, right? I'm slowing this down so you get a better look. You have to pay attention. I can't really like just cover everything, but yep, here we go. Firstly, you'll notice that Acheron gained 1 stack. That's to be expected. But what you'll notice is we have 3 stacks of Ashen Rose now on the target, and at the side you have 2. The ones that got 2 are missing the 3rd one, which is from Jiaoqiu's skill. And Jiaoqiu's skill only applies it to 1 enemy, so yes, that makes sense. I hope it makes sense for you. And now we'll continue. Eventually, he's just gonna do a Q, and we'll Q in the gosh dang ultimate with Jiaoqiu. Again, I'll have to slow this down because firstly, it looks sick as heck. And secondly, there's way too many things going on right now. I'm sorry if it takes a while, but I'm hoping that you understand what he does. It's quite a lot. When he uses his ultimate, he's gonna set the highest number of Ashen Rose on all enemies. So currently, we have 3 as our highest Ashen Rose stack. So after using my ulti, supposedly everyone should get 3. But that is not the case, because if you've forgotten, we have the talent that gets me 1 extra even if I use my ultimate. So I would inflict 1 on top of the 3 for a total of 4, and everyone will get 4 stacks. But that's not all. You'll notice that they're about to take their action. This is where the ultimate comes in again. After doing what I just said, he actually also does a whole domain expansion. It's similar to Luocha's like healing field, and basically all it does is it has a 60% base chance of inflicting 1 stack of Ashen Rose when the enemies take action. It has a limit and all, but you know what? There's way too many texts for me to keep this entertaining, so I'll just use it. Firstly, now Ryoyi Tenkai, returning all ultimate to seafood, done. Add a boot. That is what it looks like. The damage is not anything crazy, and you'll notice, yep, there we go. There's the Ashen Rose as they take action, right? I hope you're able to take a good look at it. The one that just took the turn has a total of 5 stacks now, and everyone else should have 4. Yep, 4 on the memory zone, 4 in the memory zone, 4 in this elite. That's because we've set everyone to 4 with the ultimate, right? And throughout all of this, you get 1 stack per thing that I mentioned on Acheron. That is why he's so good with him. We're just gonna use our ulti right now. How much damage is this? 700k. Insane. And we're gonna get it back in no time, I bet. Go in with the pillar ulti. That's one more stack for Acheron. And here comes the dot damage. Let's take a look, right? 16k. But every time they get the Acheron Rose from the zone, we get one extra stack on Acheron. I hope I can highlight it to you, but it's gonna be too much of a pain in the ass. So I hope you just pay attention and see. And that is all Jiaoqiu does. Like, currently, they both already have 5 Acheron Rose stacks. There's not really a reason for you to go for my E. But then again, there's no reason for you to save it either. So I might as well use it. Dang, it's 32k. It's not nothing, you know. Eventually, we'll just use a Q. We don't have enough for the ultimate, but I bet this should be nearly the end. You're attacking me. I mean, after getting Acheron Rose, which means 9 stack of Acheron. I know it's already confusing enough. I'm hoping it's not too confusing, but there's one more gimmick that I don't know if you realize yet. I'm just gonna like try and show you, but when they take action and inflict themselves with Acheron, it's 60% chance. If they get it though, and they attack a Ventry, and usually in a team like this, you want a Ventry to have Trend of Universal Market to get the burn, yeah? If they already got Acheron Rose on their action, they cannot get Acheron 1 extra stack with the Trend of Universal Market. I hope it makes sense. I know it's confusing, but overall, you get way more Acheron ultimate. That's all you gotta know. Oh god, it's such a hard video to commentate on. Well, let's just do the normal crud though. We'll land some debos here and there. The moment it take action, it's just free stacks for me. And here we have Jiaoqiu. We only have one more turn of the zone, as shown with this icon here. There should be a good time for these by E and a bang. Got it. And notice as well, we still have 5 stacks of Acheron Rose. And again, that is because with the ultimate that activates his zone, he also has a major trace here. Any enemies that enter combat will be applied with the highest amount of Acheron Rose stacks available, which is why they all have 5. And while I don't know if I showed this yet, but with 5 Acheron Rose, you get 35% damage received increase on them. And if you're wondering about the Lightcone, all that it does is it gives you EHR. And one more thing, you get this, the corner debuff. Damage taken increase yet again. It is a lot. Over 50% damage received increase on the enemy end. It's insane, dude. And every time you take an action, every time you take a turn, we get Acheron Roast on you, and we get more stacks on Acheron. That, ladies and gentlemen, is basically the whole gameplay. And in no time, we have 8 already. We just done an ulti earlier, no? In any case, let's just go with an E and we'll go with our ulti right here. With every debuff landed on them, how much are we doing? That seems to be 520k. Not bad at all. Well, I say not bad, but that's pretty much the peak of style. That is the peak. Like, you ain't gonna get better than that, man. And here with Jiaoqiu, which surprisingly, the dot does okay damage. The E as well, especially when I break him, I guess. And with the ultimate, you get 1 extra stack. Everyone has 5 Acheron Roast again. Oh, hell yeah. And I've pretty much finished my Yetfest. That is everything that Jiaoqiu can do. I've explained it to you. I hope you understand, although it gets a bit confusing, I think. But either way, 170k with an E on Acheron is pretty impressive. Oh, god. Now, for now, let's just enjoy the scenery, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'll just use my ultimate again. This is like the second ultimate in the same cycle or something like that. And every one of them is 500k damage, dude. I'm not sure I skipped this, but yes, you get more ultimate damage in this zone as well. That's why he's so good with Acheron, right? On top of just landing more debos, you just get more damage overall. It is unstoppable, dude. All right, you guys know how this works now. Let's just take a look at the dot as well. 13k from just the burns from gacha Jiaoqiu, yeah? Truth be told, it's not that crazy, but it's not nothing either. So the whole team now is full-fledged helping Acheron with some form of debuff. That's insane synergy, dude. And with this final E, we get the ultimate again. I'm pretty sure for every cycle up to like 1 to 2 Acheron ultimates. And look at this damage. And back 700. 1 act play. Oh, you better believe it. Acheron's broken now. And with 3 cycles, we've got him. But I'm pretty sure I'm not playing like fully focused yet. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was clear. This is the strongest team in all of Honkai Star, likely. To summarize Jiaoqiu with that fight just then, just insane damage increase. Yeah, being able to hit like 800k total with Acheron in MOC 12 is no small feat. And with the debuff infliction he can do, especially with the enemies in the zone that just randomly will get an extra Acheron Rose, it's way more consistent to have Acheron get her ultimate stack up. If only Yanqing got the same treatment, huh? But enough of that though. We all know how easy it is if you have like 3 limited, right? It's like, psh, of course. But if we add 1 more to that, all 4 limited 5 stars. Well, it's mostly a joke though. You can use him anywhere like a Pella, right? Like, look at this team. If I took off Jiaoqiu for Pella, you will still have the same thing. The only thing that's different is that Jiaoqiu with his own Lightcone especially, you get a lot more damage received increase on the enemy, but not quite so defense reduction though. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know which is better. All I know is I get higher numbers and that's a good thing. And here we go. Do you know that my deal is E2 as well, but to compensate, I have shitty stats. I mean, the main thing is not about just, you know, marveling at the E2 deal. More so, we're gonna take a look at a standard playstyle with Jiaoqiu instead of just like having him be Acheron's slave. This is what you can expect. A king of versatility. We'll start with an E. get the Acheron roast up. That's 3 now. We're gonna end it with a Ryoi Tenkai right here. Turn everyone into soup. And now there's 4 stacks of Acheron roast. Not too shabby. Fully buffed up Dill. 5 stacks of Acheron roast. What's up, Corner, which is a debuff from the Jiaoqiu Lightcone. How much damage are we doing with this one? Let's find out. And we're doing 250k on a simple 3E basic. And that is what you can expect. 150 on the LT. Let's do it one more time. And yet, how much are we doing right here? 137. And after using the ultimate, if you're lacking skill points, you can always just use a single target attack with Jiaoqiu. Because since you just need 5 stacks of Acheron roast, which they already have, making him a pretty skill point positive character, right? Well, this is something Pella can't do. If it was Pella, I had to attack this guy because he's about to die. But, well, since you have Fire Dot, I don't gotta do that. But regardless, let's just go and use this. Damage go down. It's 100k. It's not high at all. Gosh dang it, because I don't have buff from you yet. Now that I do, it's time to die. 5 stacks of Acheron roast, almost 200k damage down. Fairly alright. And here we go. We have every single buff available. Everyone has maximum Acheron roast. We'll do it again. How much damage will this be? Let's find out. And yay, 200k. Decent. Straight into the ulti for likely 100 something k. 200k again. Jesus. And with the final 3 basic, this should take care of you. Dunzo. 200k again. We've just done 600k with that entire thing. And yeah, what I've noticed as well, Acheron roast pretty much always will be at 5. Like, you'll get it all throughout the entire fight. It's pretty insane. But anyways, let's just keep on trucking though. We are debuff, which is annoying. Okay, truthfully, I made it easy with Acheron, but god, this stage is not easy at all. Alright, we got him. There we go. Done him. 200k done. And that is how you use Jiaoqiu in a team like that. I did clear 24 cycles. I brought the wrong sustain anyway. I had to have Ho-Ho there. I was controlling a couple of rounds. And now the verdict. Is Jiaoqiu worth it? From what I've seen, it's the same as what I mentioned before. If you want to make your Acheron even more juiced up, Jiaoqiu is pretty much worth your pull. To sum it up though, he's similar to Pella with extra things that he can do. But consider this though. If you use Pella on one side, you can technically pull for Jiaoqiu to use on the second side as well as like one of your damage amplification supporters. If you're someone who likes a character like that, Jiaoqiu is fairly worth it. But otherwise though, you have enough, like you have enough supports, you have enough debuffers in Pella and Sais to roll off as well. You don't have to pull for Jiaoqiu. You don't need him for a certain team either. So the best conclusion, pull him if you like him. And that will be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about Jiaoqiu down below. Comment as well any idea you may have. Sometimes I you comment and make a video straight out of it. And that'll be all. Take care.